Good morning. I'm Dan Kuyper, moderator for Countryside this year. I'm going to talk primarily about stewardship, but really quick, I want to just say this week as well, Council will be nominating people for boards and committees. And so if you have a gift or a talent that you would like to contribute to a board or a committee this year, there should be self-nomination forms out on the spotlight table or on the welcome table, so please stop by and pick that up, and if you can, fill that out today and tomorrow. We have several people that we've put in for that. But what I'd really like to do this morning on behalf of the Stewardship Committee, I'd like to report on the progress of the Imagine More campaign, and I also want to discuss our budget and how we currently fund our operating expenses and how that is driving the campaign's goals. I don't know, do we have up on the slide where we are as far as the stewardship goes? There we go, thank you. So as you can see on the slide, we have raised a little over $900,000 with 35% of members submitting pledge cards. This is a promising start and a clear indication of our community's dedication. So thank you to those who have chosen to imagine more by submitting their pledge cards. In addition, many people have substantially increased their pledges for 2025. This is a sign of our growing momentum, so thank you for that. To move the participation number from 35% to 75%, we need to receive pledge cards from approximately 100 online givers with recurring donations and 50 pledgers who pledged last year but have yet to pledge for 2025. If you're in this group, please either fill out a physical pledge card or go online to Countryside's website to fill out a virtual pledge card. The QR code for the online pledge card is in the bulletin, and the physical cards are in the pews. For those who have not turned in their pledge cards, the Stewardship Committee plans to reach out later this month. They're lovely people, but if you don't want them to call you or text you, just please fill in your pledge cards. So if you are not currently pledging, I'd encourage you to start. We hope you find value in being part of Countryside's community and mission. Your pledge, no matter the amount, is not just a financial contribution, but a symbol of your belief in our shared vision. It will make a significant difference in helping Countryside imagine more, and you will be surprised by the positive impact giving can have in your life, even if it does not feel like much. The other topic I want to cover this morning is Countryside's budget and how we currently fund our operating expenses and how that drives the Imagine More campaign's goals. Our current operating budget, approved during last year's annual meeting, is a little over $1.4 million. This amount includes paying for staff salaries and benefits, providing programming to membership, and general operating expenses for our building and grounds. Last year, our stewardship campaign raised approximately $1.1 million in pledges. To fund the difference of about $300,000 between our operating expenses and member pledges, we have been able to draw on funds from other sources, such as our investment account reserves. We're fortunate to have these funds to draw on, and the financial markets have been favorable to provide positive returns on investments. However, this is not a sustainable or sound plan to provide financial stability for Countryside's operating expenses in the long term. Therefore, we are asking each of this year for each of you to contribute, either by increasing your pledge or starting pledging. The reality is that we, as Countryside, have expenses to pay for, just like everyone else does in their personal lives. While money should not be our focus, our primary focus, we do need to acknowledge that it's necessary to pay for staff, programming, operating expenses, such as our building and grounds, and opportunities to further Countryside's mission. In the upcoming weeks, the Sunday Bulletin and other communications will contain financial information that provides more transparency into Countryside's ongoing financial situation and how the funds that you are giving are being used. Last week's bulletin and this week's bulletin, for instance, contain a snapshot of current finances, and that will be a regular part of our communications within the bulletin. The Executive Committee has also been working on additional materials to communicate our finances and how your contributions are utilized, and we'll include those in communications like the bulletin, the C10, and other things throughout the year. So this year, we are already taking steps towards imagining more in a fiscally responsible way. We have added staff through generous donations: Sarah Rensel-Jones, Adam Whitty, Heather Moran, who's got a gaggle of kids in the back that are ready to invade, to grow our congregational care, music ministry, and youth programming. Seeing their positive impact on membership, programming, and furthering Countryside's mission has been exciting. So we have also been able to utilize funds to reignite community events such as the Center for Faith Studies. The Imagine More campaign is working to create a positive flywheel. We are investing in staff and programming to help our membership thrive and further Countryside's mission. So, in closing, I would again ask those who have previously pledged or are online givers to fill out their pledge cards. If you are not a pledger but want to participate in furthering Countryside's mission, I'd encourage you to pledge, even if it feels like a small amount. Thank you for your participation and for imagining more.